Good day, ma'am. I am Niña Grace Gallego Amas, taking up Bachelor of Culture and Arts Education. The topic that I've chosen to apply it in my organizational chart in Edgar Dale's cone is the art appreciation. So, a small trivia. Art appreciation is the knowledge and understanding of the universal and timeless qualities that identify all great art. So that's it. So the first and the cone of Dale's, Edgar Dale's, is the text or verbal symbols. So the activities that I make is divide the class into two groups. Show an abstract painting and let your student discover what they see in that abstract painting. Choose one representative that can explain what they saw in the abstract painting. So for example, this two abstract painting here, I will let them assign it each group and choose one representative. And before that, of course, with the help of with their cooperation of their group, and I wanted to um, let them uh, find out or what they can see in this painting. So I will let them to choose a one representative that can explain what they can see in this painting. So that is a text verbal symbols activity that I make. In this way, they can find any symbol like this. They can find they can find a face of a person. So in this way, so this it can be called text or verbal symbol because they will after they will find out I will after they find out about this painting is they will they will discuss it in the front of their classmates. So it is very very text or verbal symbols. So the next one is pictures, visual symbols. So the activity that I made in this stage is let your student choose one element of art and in their own words, let them write on what they do think the role of their chosen elements of art when it's applied to a painting and let them write in a short bond paper. So as we can see, this this is the elements of art and the seven elements of art. So as you can see, there are line, texture, tone, shapes, color, form, and space. So um, mm, with this picture, they can visualize or they can explain on their own words what they think is the rule of these elements when it is applied to a painting. So they will choose one element of art that and also they will explain that what they think that is the rule of this painting when applied to a painting. So this activity is I will let them write it in a short band paper. So yeah, it's a very picture or visual simple because as you can see there are shapes, color, form, and space. Yeah. So this is very as you can see, line, texture, tone, shapes, color, form, and space. So this is very a visual symbols, right? So yeah. The next one is audio recording photos. So the activity that I made is I will play music which is popular today or any pop songs. So later I will let my student to listen it well to the music, especially the lyrics of a song. Then let your student create an artwork based on the lyrics of the song they listen to. Let them draw it on a short band paper. So, for example of this activity is of the song Anak. So, the lyrics of a Anak is very, it's very relatable, especially with the parents and their children. So, I have here a, a an art which is relatable to the uh, song Anak by Freddie Aguilar. So this artist by Mimai. This, as we can see here, uh, she visualized or she drew what is in the song or what is in the lyrics of Anak. So as we can see, this is the example of what the activity that I want to do with my students. So, and I'm sure that they will they will think of it, and there are many ideas that will come of their mind, and I will let them to draw it. And yes, so that's it in my audio recording or photos. So next one is motion pictures. So the activity that I made is the activity is called picture freeze, and I must divide the class into five groups, and give an assigned picture of painting to each group. Each group must imitate the subject in that painting did, in which it was assigned to their group. Each group must perform it in the front of a class. So, for example, I have here a painting by Michelangelo, and it is called Merisi de Caravaggio. Yeah, by Michelangelo. So, as you can see in this picture, um, I will divide them into five groups. Then I will assign AI painting pictures each group, and then I will let them to copy this one in front of their classmate. So, and the activity called picture free. So it's very it is, I'm sure that it's very enjoyable to a student, because it is might uh it can it can make them uh to create an emotion figures because of this one. So they will help with their cooperation with their groups. They will form like this one in this painting. So that is the activity that I that I think in that I think uh, perfect or fit for the motion pictures. So exhibits. Divide the class into five groups and instruct them to make any form of artwork, and make an art exhibition in your classroom. And in that they must showcase how they make that artwork and the final look of it. So I will divide into five groups, the class into five groups. So, and I will instruct them to make an artwork, any form of artwork, and I will let them exhibit of how they exhibit or showcase or how they make that artwork, and I will let them to display the final look of it. So of course, as an instructor or as a teacher, I will be the one who will be facilitate the art exhibition in my classroom. So I will give them the criteria. So um, I think I will do this in activity. Yeah, yeah. This because this is activity. So I will I will graded them based on my rubrics. So the next one is field trip. So my activity here is take your class on a travel to go to a museum. While you are in the museum, you must engage your student to listen well to the tour guide of the tour guide what says when he or she explains about the artworks in that museum. So after that, let them make a reflection essay in the reflection journal book. So this activity is part of the field trips. Yeah, because they will go in the museum, then they will learn something, uh, gathered information and different arts. And yeah, while we are taking notes of that, I will let them to make a reflection essay on the field trip that they had in the museum. So um, yeah, that is my activity that I think the fit for field trips. Yeah. So the next one is demonstration. So here, the activity that I have choose is you must show a demonstrate on how to do a painting and how to apply the art movements in a painting properly. After they watch what you do, let your student work on their own artworks and must apply the proper way on how to paint the art movements. So because in painting there are uh, proper way to demonstrate on how to do a painting when it comes to movement. So I will show them or demonstrate them. I will demonstrate them on how to do the art movement. So after that, of course, after the after they watch my demonstration, of course, I will let them to do their own artworks with the apply art move with um artworks and with the apply of art movements. Yes. So that's it. So next one is so the next one is dramatized experiences. So in this stage of Edward Dale's cone is for me this is very for me this is very fit for me or I've like to do when it in the future with my students. So this is an activity that I have made is the activity called act it. So I will divide the class into 5 groups and give and assign each group a realism painting. In that painting, they will do a short role play on what happens on that subject in the realism painting, and they will act it in a pantomime way. So, for example, okay, so I will let them, assign this painting. So in this way, uh, I'm sure that they will see a girl with a ano ba yan, palay I mean nag-ano yan ng palay tapos a boy and a girl here who who ano ba yan yung kinuha yung mga balat ng palay ata, yes, and I will let them to act this. I will let them to act this and in a pantomime way. So they will act it like a they will act it without words, like action words only. So this is for me. This is very this is very enjoyable, especially to the student because they will think of it. Then they will wear costumes. Yes, and you can see how they creative they are, and you can see their talents or the act of their talents. So yes. So next is contrived experiences. So in this stage is the activity that I made that I will show a human heart anatomy model, of course, to the class and explain each part, then draw the human heart anatomy model 3D on a large canvas and color it in a proper way. Then after that, our students should draw their 3D and color it properly in human heart anatomy model they saw. So since we cannot I mean since we cannot see a real heart because it is there in our body, so I will let them provide improvise a heart human model. Yeah, so in that way they can see on what the heart human looks like or color or they the gut or the gut of the heart and 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 the size of it. And yes, in that way it is in this way. So it's very contrived experiences because we cannot provide a a human heart, a real human heart. So we can a you know this is very contrived experiences because we cannot see a real heart. So we can depend in a human heart anatomy model. So that's it in contrived experiences. So the next one is direct purposeful experiences. So the activity that I made of this stage is the direct purposeful experiences is that I will show my student on how to do a proper way of to do carving using soap and candles. So and after that I will let my student to do a carving in any form of subject using the candle and soap. So in this way, in this stage or this final stage, this is the most important for me, this is the most important thing that we can learn in life because we can apply it in a real life situation, like this one in my activity. They will practice carving, and after that, if they mastered it, or they will do the proper way and how to carve, and they can apply it, or they will make a business of it in real life. So in the future, so who knows if your student or my future student will think of it and to do a small business and carving, so they will can apply it. And also this experience is very helpful because they can apply it into real lives and they can benefits of it. So that's all, ma'am. Thank you.